views and opinions shared by our guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Northstar or its team.
Well, long-term care is back in the national conversation, and we're hearing some pretty alarming stories about what it's costing families. I'm here today with George Fossing and Zach Jenkins with Northstar Financial and Retirement Planning, a firm here in the upstate that helps retirees navigate this chapter every day. And so we are going to get into that very important topic. But first, good morning to you guys.
Good morning, George.
A second taping in a row where I'm with you guys. Megan's off.
Where's Megan?
She's off at a casino doing all the things. So she needs this segment
Doubling
more than
the
I
money.
do.
Is she a mother?
Right. She's out there doing
Not
it,
a good
right?
role model. Okay.
But the one thing you don't want to take a gamble on, retirement. You want to make sure you have it. You know, we're just winging it. But let's talk a little bit about that. Like a lot of people have, folks that they're doing the elder care. And leading into it, it said it was alarming about what it's costing folks. Like, break it down for us.
Well, the big deal is, this is probably one of the most mundane topics to talk about, especially in the morning, right? Long-term care planning. But it's so important. Recently, we've had some clients that two spouses have been diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. It's a very difficult conversation to participate in, introducing to your family and such. It's just devastating when you get that kind of news. Unfortunately, not much you can do about it on our side, but we could be financially prepared. So can you imagine if you were diagnosed and you're the head of the household, you provided your whole life for your family, and all of a sudden you're watching this, that I'm going to be a caregiver and the financial expenses might be extreme, catastrophic, if you will, because the cost of care is so expensive. The good news is there are alternatives now. So our goal would be to keep people out of a facility as long as possible, home and independent.
And for folks out there that say, "Oh, Medicare can maybe help us out,"
it's not designed for that. It's designed to help you out with the things that whenever you're going on Medicare that somebody will talk with you about, but it's not designed to care for something like that is ongoing, that progressively gets worse.
Yeah, Medicare is your hospitalization and doctor bills. It's not extended care. It's not covered. You get up to 100 days. And you have to qualify, so you have to be showing signs of improvement. So don't be blind with the Medicare thing. That's not really, it's not designed for that. It's going to be out of pocket pretty much immediately for that level of care. So, and it's expensive.
Yeah, and it seems like the costs are continuously going up. And then, of course, if the person that saved all this money is going into their retirement, but then you also have the kids that are taking care of the parents, that then it starts impacting their financial situations as well.
Well said, yes. We really want to design it so the kids, if they're involved, become the care managers, not the caregivers. They're not the ones changing mom or dad and they're bathing them and things like that, but they hire people. Having the assets, the money to be able to afford that kind of care is very expensive, but a lot of people are doing it if you can. The thing is not spending down, because the consequences are you might be able to take care of one spouse, but you drain the resources so much, it doesn't leave a whole lot left over for the surviving spouse.
And that right there is a good point, because it's not the most fun topic to talk about. Talking about something that somebody might need 10 or 15 or hopefully they never need it, but it might be 20 or 25 years down the road. But checking that box and taking care of that for later, especially for a married couple, it's each spouse saying, "Hey, I care about you, and if something happens to me where I have to incur this huge cost to be taken care of, or if my spouse has to help take care of me and then I pass away, I'm making sure that I do as much as I can to preserve the standard of living for the living spouse." If that happens to somebody in their 70s and their spouse is healthy and has longevity, which a lot of our clients do, they could live to be in their 90s. They could live another 20 years, and you don't want their standard of living negatively impacted by that.
That's what it's all about, quality of life and making sure that you have a peace of mind when you're going into it.
Yeah, the big thing here is let's talk about solutions for right now too, not just, look at this, wow, what do I do? What can I do about it though? The good news is a lot of new options out there available for folks. The old policies, people are, premiums went up, you pay, you never use it, you spend all that money, blah, blah, blah. We're familiar with that. The new plans out there, basically, if you don't use it, you don't lose it. The money goes on to your beneficiaries. These policies now can pay cash, so they will pay for family members to take care of you. You have to use a licensed home health care provider to get that, very expensive. And for people that are older that couldn't get coverage, there's protection out there available now for people. So you don't put the head in the hole, if you will, because there are options out there, and it's exciting because I've been doing this about 30 years, and over the past 10, 12 years, these have come about, Jamarcus, and it's really nice to be able to do that for people, and show them some options. Some people come in and they have some of these older long-term care policies, we're able to generate it, move it over to these new policies without a tax consequence, giving them a lot more robust coverage for that. And again, please, the goal is to keep you out of a facility, is to keep you home and keep you independent.
And that's why we like these guys. They always come in with solutions.
Can I bring up one more thing
Yeah,
about
of
that?
course.
real
You're
quick?
going to anyway.
Yeah, I was asked. You mentioned a couple things on the side if someone did need care. One of the things that's held people back in the past was that, well, if I don't use it, I'll lose it, and that may have held them back from purchasing. It may have been like a resistance for them. Well, now there are opportunities out there, or products that if someone doesn't use it, then it goes on to their kids. They pass that money down to them. So the insurance company isn't keeping your money.
Important point. That's what I'm saying. All these solutions are available to you. Now, if you're thinking about this and you want to make sure you're planning for this and making sure it's a part of your retirement conversation, be sure to reach out to Northstar Financial and Retirement Planning. The number on your screen, 864-707-9633. And again, that QR code, you can scan it right now. It'll take you to the Northstar team and get you in touch with them if you're having this very important conversation. You want to make sure you're having it now and not later. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you.